Welcome back to another episode of Wild Basics. I'm Control, and today we're talking about Pyro Warrior. It's a deck that's very near and dear to me, and has not really changed too much over the course of the past year and a bit. The only real changes have actually come from big nerfs to the deck and slight meta shifts that make you really want to include double Spellbreaker right now. Beyond that, the deck is basically the exact same thing that it was about a year ago, other than the obvious uninclusion of Fiery Wax. So let's see, you still really want to be running patches in, and it's still very similar to what it was before. Really, the dynamic has changed as you have Curse Blade sometimes on turn 1, so sometimes Bloodsail Raider and Dread Corsair are really good on turn 2. It also lets you go like Curse Blade, then Armor up on turn 2 if you're on the play, and then Cannon plus a 1-drop on 3. Really how this deck wins is either Ship's Cannon, Coin a 1-drop, or your 3-drops on the coin. It's a deck that's win rate is significantly increased when you're going second, and it's a lot worse when going first. As you can tell, there's just a lack of good plays on turn 2. Whereas turn 3, you have a lot of huge tempo plays, whether it's upgrading a weapon, whether it's playing Frothing, which lets you trade everything into minions and just kind of win the game, or it's Sea Captain, which buffs up all of your little pirates. The mid game of the deck is still very strong. Stuff like Deathbite and Kor'kron are really powerful, aggressive cards, and your Leroy is really strong. So overall, I think this deck is still decent in the current meta. I don't think it's like as good as it was before. It's not sitting on the very top, and I don't even know if it would be if we had Wax and unnerf patches still. It likely wouldn't be, but it would be a lot better, obviously, and actually a really good deck to shut down, kind of like the Big Priest and the Sea Witch is. But it still does do an okay job of that, and that's kind of the reason why you should play the deck still if you're interested in it. But anyways, it's enough rambling on about it. Let's hop into the game and play some Pyro Warrior.
Versus Arthas. Victory or death.
I'm just talking to Sippy and Jonah, trying to plan this show match I'm doing tomorrow. Okay, Deathbite's good, but not that great. Raider and First Mate are good. Okay, good stuff. Sending Blizzard hate mail? No. I'm planning content! Which is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. My commentary for this like Wild Basics video I'm trying to do has been absolutely terrible though. You should get Breath of the Wild if you're getting a Switch, Slissa. If you like Zelda games at least. Frothing is a very good card. You guys will notice, like, almost every time I can coin this out, I just do it. And it's because it's probably the dumbest card in the deck. It's more likely than not, like, the stupidest card in the deck you have right now. Hey Rockstars, Rockstar says, hey boo, Hearthstone is so stale that I can't enjoy the game unless you're playing it. Thanks for watching, buddy, appreciate it. I feel like it's a lot easier to watch people play Hearthstone than it is to play right now, agreed. Because of all the shenanigans, especially in Wild. I'm not sure about Standard, but in Wild it is, I feel like. In higher ranks at least. I feel like Wild, the lower ranks, is just so much fun, dude. There's so much interesting shit you can do, and so many stupid combos of cards that you just dodge by being a low rank player. But if you ladder enough and you know, you play like somewhat competitive decks, obviously you're gonna rank up eventually, and that just means that you're gonna, you know, remove all the fun that you would have before. I think Dagger's good because we don't have another weapon. Dragon Face means we can play Dread again next turn after swinging, which is good.
The battle is over. You win.
Well, it turns out we beat decks around Blood Knight in Aggressive Paladin list, which is good. So that's sweet. Yeah, I haven't played in 2 weeks, watching's a lot better, yeah. And honestly, that's like partially my fault, because I'm just playing decks that aren't really that great. But I don't really just want to spam tier 1 decks all day.
Victory or death.
First mate again is really good against Paladin, especially on the play. One thing about this deck that I have to say is I have a negative win rate with it, and I haven't even drawn patches, which is kind of funny. I think we're down like 2 or 3 games at this point from where we started with Pyro Warrior today, and we haven't even drawn patches once, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Because usually those contribute to free losses for you, but in the case of what's going on today, we're just losing games randomly. I'm actually like 0-6 against Warlocks, which is ridiculous. Because in actual playtesting with this deck for like the Wild Open, like 65-70% matchup for this list. And performs similarly in the actual tournament as well. I think the issue is I queued into like 2 or 3 Q blocks who ran Harrison Jones for some reason. I don't know how that's like great tech card for the current metagame, but one thing about ladder that you'll recognize if you play a lot is that some players are just, you know, they're innovators and, you know, they're thought leaders, right? And the thought leaders are the guys who run Harrison Jones in their deck for that one time it's good against Burn Mage, or for the 1 or 2 Pirate Warriors who are on ladder. So sometimes you queue into thought leaders and unfortunately have to deal with their innovative techs. My emotes are okay. They're not bad. I know you have the Jamaica one. I like that one. I like your Jamaica emote a lot. I think I'm gonna use. I like the thought leader thing. I think that's good, dude. The thought leader thing is actually a really good way of saying that the opponent runs very weird cards, you know? Because you're not calling them bad. You're calling them a thought leader instead, you know? It's like, my opponent's not bad at Hearthstone, he's just a thought leader. This turn's pretty straightforward, just drag everything towards your opponent's face and win the game next turn. It's a very complex turn. One of the beautiful things you can do against Secret Paladin compared to other Paladin decks is you can more consistently drag everything towards their face because they have a lot less consistent of a curve because they have a lot of bad secrets in the deck and then a little bit more top end than your regular Aggro Paladin deck would have. So your win rate against this deck is actually pretty good. And it's kind of shifted so Paladin matchups actually aren't that bad, whereas they would have been before because all the Paladins would be like, hey, I have Righteous Spectre, you're going to lose now. I don't know how long it took me to see the Control C, Control Lit combo, but it was a while. It was a long while, dude. I think I know who we're playing against this game, guys. Toronto Dump? That sounds like Donald Trump. He's the celebrity from The Apprentice, right? I feel like I'm playing against the celebrity from The Apprentice. Hey, I talked about not drawing patches last game. So, pro tip from Control is if you don't want to draw patches, don't fucking talk about drawing patches, okay? Because if you do talk about it, it's going to happen. You definitely play the upgrade and just get board control here. A clear example of why Dire Mole is better than Firefly is just this exact turn. He could trade into my Pirate if he had Dire Mole on board. Since he doesn't, he can't. Yes, Donald Trump's the guy who says you're fired on The Apprentice, right? Remember, I used to watch that with my parents when I was a kid. I learned so much from him. You're fired. I used to love that, dude. Donald Trump telling people they're fired, like that was great, dude. I love that shit. Remember being a kid, just like laying in bed. It's like 8 o'clock, you know, school night. It's like, shit, dude, I'm going to bed soon. You know what I'm gonna do? Watch The Apprentice with my mom and dad. Just put that shit on and whew, we'd be ready to go. Yeah, Captain's is better. You love your thick, smart celebrity apprentice, celebrity president? Hell yeah, dude. Devolve? Hey, that's a pirate. I mean, there's shittier outcomes from Devolve for sure. That's not really a great one, though. Probably actually don't need the weapon value, and I might have just wanted to swing for the extra 2 because I have the curse in hand. Oh god, I see it now. Yeah, there's usually that like revelation for people when they recognize the combos that some of the emotes have. That's kind of just like, oh shit. Yeah, nice emote combo control. Well, the dogs kind of just beat us, so that sucks. Deckhand's good though. If only patches had charge, right? Think about how much better of a place the world would be. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Well, we might just win. So that's good. See if he runs Maelstrom. He runs Firefly and Devolve, so his deck's not that great off the bat. Runs double Devolve, so his deck's really not that great. Well, I got 11 power. I feel like I don't really want to swing with my Deathspite this turn. I like having a bunch of 1/1s that don't do anything on board. No, Maelstrom's not a card, man. Maelstrom's not a card. Oh, man. Double Flame Tank Totem. This guy's got a big board developing here, you know? I would say that's like kind of thick. Hey man, don't get the Taunt Totem. What the fuck is that, dude? Lenny building a 1/1. Oh, I love Hearthstone sometimes. It's fun. So we're a fair bit off lethal here. That's fine though. Just trade and trade and go face. And go face.
Fuck wild.
Then we get the next level play, first mate plus Dread Hero Power. Okay, so next turn we win with just the first mate and the Curse Blade. Unless he rolls Stone Claw Totem. Buddy Sub, thanks for the sub, man. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. You're a real one, and if you ever need anything, let your boy know. I probably can't get whatever you need for you, but, you know, I'll try my best, probably, man. I'll try my best. Gotta always say, man, I mean, I'll look out for you guys, but I can't always do everything, you know? This turn, just go face, play the Raider, and the next turn we surprise him with the 1-2 with the Curse Blade. Give him the quick 1-2 and take the W, hopefully. Bunch of control subs should go to PokeStream and spam thick emotes. Oh, that's genius. Yeah, dude, I could get a bunch of people to sub with that. That's smart. Nice, no Searing Totem. That's a wee smart idea. Monk and TOS, man. Monk and TOS. What are you allowed to do based on the terms of services nowadays on Twitch? I know there's a lot that you can't do, but what can you do based on the terms of services? Good game, by the way. It's nice to take down Anger Shamans. And honestly, like, I kind of just like say that we won that game because he runs some cards that are less than good in his deck, like Firefly and Devolve. Yeah, some cards that are just like less than good. Regular stuff. Hi Taz, it's fine. How's it going with you? Against Donald Trump again, which is fun. Or should I say Toronto Dump? My bad, he's not Donald Trump. Let's keep the blade. I want an upgrade with it. You know what? Fuck it, dude. I'll take Chip's Cannon too. That's fine. It's got to think about that Firefly on turn 1 again. It's tough. Really tough turn 1 play for him. Control, I think I love you. Will you marry me? No. Only if you're a $25 sub. Cannon Coin 1 draw, baby. Let's go. Ooh, spicy. See you later, Tunnel Trog. Once I get to Dumpster Legend, can you play some thick Iron Juggernaut Control Warrior? I mean, you're assuming that I'm going to get Legend this season, which is kind of funny. Because if anything, based on the trend that I've had, you know, Legend is going to be something that's just going to be running away from me for the rest of the month, I think. Discover last, Force and Omega. I think tap is fine with this exact hand. Flame Tongue's the punish. Bring it on. Bring it on, Flame Tongue. Devolve's also a punish. Do I really have to get the shittiest 3-drop in the entire game? Come on, man. Then bro, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Egg Druid could be fun. You could get a Jackie Chan quote for an Egg Druid guide, that would be kind of cute. Definitely just play the minions here. 3-3 and a 3-4 are really good, and force him to use Burn to clear. 7-7 is really bad here for him because his life total is really low, and I have life tap. And we're spread on board. This guy and his devolves, man. Holy, are you kidding me? Really? Really, man? Like, come on, dude. Come on. Like, holy, man. This guy's like, you know, run Devolve in your deck if you're the fucking Donald Trump, man. This Donald Trump guy over here, okay? Look at this fucking guy, man. These Devolves are just like, rolls the fucking Stone Claw, rips the Crackle, roll the 3, dude. Roll the 3. No, it never rolls a 3. Actually, it's kind of good here, which is kind of funny. It's actually beneficial now for me, which is kind of humorous, but, you know. Yeah, we actually just won, which is really funny. So never mind, Tentacle of N'Zoth is God's here. That's a great devolve, my bad. That was a really funny exact scenario where my complaining transitioned into me being happy about it. I could have also just got a 1-drop with 2 attack, though, which would have been much more okay. That was funny. Oh man. How would we make a thought emote? We could do a thoughty emote. What can we do for that, guys?
I will fight with honor. Victory or death.
Well, I don't have a 1-drop, so we're gonna mulligan against the Paladin and draw 1. I said 1, not 2, so that's kind of alarming. I don't really want 2 1-drops, I only wanted 1. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's all good. That emote, use a pic of your mom. How about I use a pic of me timing you out for 10 minutes, Christian? Enjoy your 10 minutes, buddy. I'll use a picture of PVT parts that's been timed out for 600 seconds. That's gonna be what the emote's gonna be about. That's kind of funny, right? Get the long ass timeout on him. Shielded Miniman. Why the fuck would you... What? In the fuck is this guy on? What kind of drugs do you have to be on to coin Knife Juggler into a Cursed Blade? Holy fuck. This guy's a thought leader, guys. He's a fucking thought leader. This guy is coming up with innovative play. Maybe his play, he was thinking, you know what, my play is so shit, it's gonna psych control out and he's gonna go face again. Why not just coin the mini-bot, dude? What the fuck? Like, you coin the mini-bot and I have, like, oh, I don't even, fuck, dude, don't even. Fuck me, man. I don't even try and just, don't even try, guys. Don't even try. It's not worth it. Nils did a control OK to a friend IRL. You laughed alone and he didn't understand why. Well, just fucking control OK him, dude. Tell your friend he doesn't need to understand why. He's a normie. I'm gonna play Cork Run here. Actually, no, I'm gonna DB. Let's DB. We go face. He's trading. He's not playing cards. He won't have Cold Arms. And if he does, he's definitely not gonna get Righteous Protector, right? Or Anointron? Definitely not, right? Definitely not. Bots don't misplay like that. Like, they can analyze scenarios and understand that you have a weapon up. Like, bots do not misplay. This is a human being.
Reporting for duty.
My first mistake was believing that an Aggro Paladin player won't just play cards because they're green. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong about that, but my thought was an Aggro Paladin player could figure out which green cards were better to play than other green cards. But again, that's probably just a, you know, a mistake on my part because I'm assuming that an Aggro Paladin player has brain cells, which they clearly don't. Just based on this exact game that we're playing right now. Aggro Paladin players clearly can't think for themselves or do anything really. Which is quite funny and is, you know, something that I'm actually enjoying playing against because it's really nice when players like this don't actually draw Call to Arms because they don't just get rewarded for playing like absolute trash. Which is pretty sweet. Because if he draws Call to Arms into Call to Arms, I still lose the game. Because the card's so good. But fortunately, this game he didn't draw one, which means that I can actually beat him just based on his poor plays, basically.
The victory is yours.
The thought leader concedes, boys. GG. I don't mean to be so bad-mannered, by the way, but it's honestly just kind of ridiculous that happens in this bracket, and it really just demeans the, that's the way the game goes.
I will fight.
Call to Arms should just be removed from the game, dude. Come on. It shouldn't be 5 mana, it should just be removed. I like Sir Finley and I like First Mate. I don't really care if I'm playing a 1-3 on turn 2. It's more than good enough for this matchup. Even Lion can get Legend, really devalues Legend. I mean, even Lion can win a tournament, man. That devalues winning a tournament, doesn't it? For shitposting Lion, I mean.
I missed the Wild tournament last Sunday. I hope you had fun. Who won, by the way? I hope it's not Tez Kappa.
Did anybody not see anything pop up on screen there? Because I kind of miss it. Thank you for the bits, Nels. Appreciate it, man. Missed the tournament last Sunday. Hope you had fun. Who won, by the way? I hope it's not Tez. Lion won. Lion won, man. I will queue up the song in a bit. Still doing some stuff for YouTube right now, man. But I will queue it up soon. Hopefully you're still here. I'm going to take Life Tap still because my hand's really bad right now. Like, really, really bad. But I will queue that up as the first song request today. And thank you for the bits, dude. Appreciate it. Same guy? I can see. No, different Paladin. I know it seems like it's the same guy because all you queue into is Paladin and Warlock and Priest and Wild Ladder, but it's actually a different guy. Surprisingly. Enough. Make the trade, clear the Juggler. Got a sub as well. LP Rick 132. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Hope you're having a great day, buddy. Appreciate it. Means a lot, man. Means a lot. You know, I was actually like, I actually watch live stream fail stuff like pretty often, and I saw a clip of like PewDiePie saying like don't sub to streamers and stuff, and I was like, damn, dude, that feels bad, man. But like, I get what he means when like they're really big, but for like a guy like me, like for bigger streamers, basically like they get most of their money from like sponsors and stuff because like the amount of views they get are like really valued heavily and stuff. But for like guys in smaller channels like me, like I don't have that kind of income from like sponsors and stuff. So any like subs or donations that you guys like give to me basically like just help me like legitimately just pay my bills and have like a little bit of spending money and stuff. So and like the ability to host like $50 tournaments and stuff. So like I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you very much. Just figured I'd say that in case people have like that kind of an idea about everybody on this platform that like you don't really need the money. If you guys have Twitch Prime, like it means a lot. That kind of stuff basically. And it adds up really quickly. It's my little solid spiel for today. I'm going to try to 2-turn him, but I don't get a tap if I do this, but I should still TP. Maybe I don't, maybe I just tap. It's better.
Because fuck Wild, alright?
6 high, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Means a ton. Thank you. Can I add you on BattleNet? Nah, man. I actually just cleaned up my friends list again today. I don't like having a bunch of people on it because I just like don't like getting messages basically when I'm streaming, and I don't really talk to people offline either. Just go DB and stuff and go face. And there we go. So it's kind of funny how Paladin should be a worse matchup for us than Warlock decks are. But the funny thing is I'm 0-6 against Warlocks and I'm like 6-0 against Paladins today. It's actually really ridiculous and weird how that spread's working.